For Yusuf Suave, nothing beats the sound of music. He started DJing in his home city in 2009, and when it comes to the best part of being a Bristol party starter, he's very clear.
Because I love being the centre of attention. No, I love it because growing up in the city, electronic music has just been everywhere, and it's a real rush which you can't beat, and it's just being on the stage in front of an audience and making sure that everyone's having an amazing time is a really good feeling, for sure.
But he says there's a real lack of South Asian representation in the city's music scene.
This is Bristol, and Bristol is always going to be obsessed with drum and bass. It was the case back in 2009, and it is the case now. But the scene back then was felt a lot more DIY. It definitely had an edge to it. And in some respects it was more diverse, but in other respects it was very male dominated, definitely. There have been some positive changes in the last few years, but the music industry as a whole, and in Bristol and in festivals, is still very white-led. And we're still very much at the beginning of this journey.
A journey he's determined to push forward. In 2021, Yusuf co-founded RepresentAsian with his sister. What started as a podcast has now branched out into DJ workshops and collaborative projects.
People that come to our workshops, it's a real change for them to see brown faces on stage, because prior to 2021, we just didn't see it. And now there's a lot of collectives in London, like the Daytimers, like Diadem Festival, and Brown Excellence here in Bristol. We're putting brown faces on stage, and that's different.
They're now working with the Asian Arts Agency, which promotes South Asian music, to host a DJ workshop this Saturday. Jaswinder Singh has been with the agency for 17 years. He says it's essential they branch out to provide opportunities when they see there's underrepresentation.
I think the demographics have changed a lot in the last 17 years. I would say there's new programs, there's new talent, there's kind of new desire within Bristol and the Southwest overall to put up more diverse music, artists. I still feel there's a way forward. There's some great venues in Bristol. The music scene is brilliant. We just need partners to come together and deliver the programs in a more kind of collaborative way.
And that's exactly what they'll be trying to achieve by showing people the decks and how to mix this Saturday at Pirate Studios.
As far as we know, this is the first workshop of its kind, and if we can encourage and teach and inspire a new generation of DJs, who knows what's next for them. It could open a lot of doors, as it did for me.
Turning up the volume so people can hear loud and clear the new music makers of the future. Annie Nolson, ITV News, Bristol.